and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to go over what I did for the NaNoWriMo, which I called PicBooWriMo because I was strictly sticking with picture books. And my idea was to do 30 in 30 days. And I think, other than one caveat, I did 30 in 30 days. One of them ended up being, I plotted out for a middle grade book. So I'm going to put that in with it with a little asterisk. But I think I did pretty good. Of my 30, I've got 9 that I just love. And one of them, I'm going through total revision, not total revision, but revising it enough where I'm going to send it in to be critiqued. And I'm going to do that, I think, today. And so I'm really excited about that one. There were just some minor changes, I guess, taking out a sentence here or switching one sentence in with another one. But I have 6 of them that, of all my stories that need more editing. I feel like they're good, but they still need more editing. And I have 2 that I didn't like at all, I struggled through it and I just simply wrote it. And then when I got done, I thought, wow, this is awful. I still want to use the spark. And maybe someday I'll use the idea of the story that I wrote. But I just didn't like 2 of them at all. And 4 of them were kind of boring. So I'm going to have to really get in there and jazz them up. But yeah, so overall, I'm really happy with doing 30 in the 30 days. I think what really helped was coming up with the sparks beforehand, because I think if I had to just sit there and go, what am I going to write about today, and you have the entire world practically to think about, it just makes it really hard. So I knew going into that, to do this, that I needed the spark just to get me over that first hump so I could just go crazy. And that really, really helped. There were a couple of days where I couldn't write anything until, I think it was like after 4 o'clock, and one of them I had to write 3 totally different stories because it wasn't working out at all. And that one I think I didn't even finish until almost 8 o'clock at night. So that's one of my duds, I think, if I remember correctly. And I ended up doing 2 that when I look at them, they look like poems, but when you put them into a picture book, it'll just look like a picture book. But it was so funny because I.J.King, I got her book, and it's a poetry book. And it's really interesting because she has the poem, and then on the other side, she kind of talks about how she created or came up with the idea for the poem. And so she kind of inspired me that maybe I need more work on how to write poetry, but it was kind of neat to see them printed out, and I went, oh, that looks so much like a poem. And it can read like a poem, but, picture book. You open it up and then go to the next page, so it doesn't really look exactly like a poem. But anyway, so I think it went really well. I've got all my first drafts. I printed, well, I have them all. I do them all in pencil, my first drafts. And then my second draft is putting it into the computer. And then my third draft goes through editing it when I'm reading it out loud. So these are all the ones that I did, and I'm so excited. I can't believe I got so many done, because I was hoping that I could do it, but until you do it, you don't know if you can or not. So I'm pretty proud of myself. I've decided, because of the poetry that I did a little bit of, and that I have, here they are. The poetry ones that I didn't do are still in here, those ideas. But here are all the 30 that I did do. Ooh, all my little tiny pieces of paper, my little sparks. It looks like a lot. To me, it looks like a lot. So anyway, I've got all the rest of the ideas that I didn't use in here, so I will hopefully use them someday. But maybe next Nano, I will try my hand at doing maybe 1 piece of poetry every day. I don't know. I'm going to have to really learn it way better than I know it now. But anyway, that might be a fun challenge to do next time around. But I really, really, really enjoyed this one. I'm so glad I got it done. And now I've got 30 pieces to work on and edit and get better and then start submitting. I've got some ideas of different magazines I want to submit to, and then this one's going into being critiqued. I'm doing the one of the magical magnifying glass, and we'll see what happens. So I hope you guys had a great nano, and I'll see you next time. Bye!